Hey everybody, welcome back to Ugly Speed Shop. So yesterday when we were working on the truck, putting the cameras in, we discovered something. We got a leak, so we got to fix that today. So let's get into it. So first things first, we got to get the truck out. So I can get the car out so I can go to town with it, because the problem we have is this hose, this heater hose right here. If you can see, there's some coolant down in there. It's a little dark, and I see leak back there too. So I got to figure out whether or not it's the quick connect or just the hose itself that's leaking. So I got to pull that whole thing off there. So let's get into it. Okay, so real quick, we got to disconnect the hose from down there, right here, and the hose from back there. So we're basically replacing this 5/8 heater hose right there. And I'm gonna cap this off. I'm gonna put a hose clamp on here, not a hose clamp, but a clamp on here to prevent any of the coolant from spilling out of there. But we're gonna make a mess pulling that off there either way. Okay, so I got these big clamps right here. I think they're Blue Point maybe. Yeah, they're Blue Point. I'm gonna use that to clamp off these, this expansion tank, the expansion tank. Wow, I can't talk this morning. Just so that way this don't drain out when I take the hose off. We're gonna lose some coolant, that's for sure. So we can put a jug underneath there. Yeah, it's about the best I can do. Here comes the fun part. See if I can get that quick connect thing off of there. So I just use a specialized hook to get it up underneath there to break that bond. So now I just got to remove the bottom clamp here and get this hose out and make a mess. This is where the water's going to really start pouring out. I forgot a cap I can put on there. That might work. I reduced the amount of spillage a little bit by capping it. All right, so the way these quick connects work is you need a special tool like this to get in there, and I'm pretty sure it's this size here. In fact, I know it is because I test fitted it earlier. So we're gonna go with this, the third one from the biggest. Let me zoom in there so y'all can see. And this will just go right around the tube in the back. Stick it in there and shove it into the connector, and you'll feel it click in there like that. And then at that point, it'll pop right off. Not sure how much of that you got to see, but if you look down inside here, you can see these little tabs. It just goes in there and opens up to release it. So you can get these replacements in O'Reilly's in the Dorman section. So we'll see if we need to replace that or not. We're gonna check it and make sure it's not cracked. We might just replace it anyways just because it's already off. So I'll give you the part number when I get it. Okay, so we're gonna go to O'Reilly's. We're gonna grab one of these, just so it's new. And about 4 feet of 5/8 heater hose. And we should be good to go. So let's head to O'Reilly's. All right, get back from O'Reilly's, and this is the part that I ended up picking up. So this is Dorman part number, what is that? 800-409. And it's basically the exact replacement for it. So, got that. I got 5 feet of hose, doesn't need that much, but I wanted extra. And some windshield washer fluid because the alarm came on in there. So, let's get into putting this back on so we can get it finished up. So the simplest way I can come up with, and is the best way to figure out the length you need, just put it next to it and bring it around so you know exactly how long it needs to be. So right there. Put this thing here, which is pretty cool. So this is actually for doing PVC pipe, but it works really well for doing heater hose and other hoses. Cuts it right through. So we're going to transfer the hose clamps over and then put it on the truck. We'll go ahead and install this quick connect fitting. So that way that's done. I can just pop it right onto the truck when it's done. There's that. Now we just got to put down the lower half and this hose will be done. Try to spill as little as I can by getting my plug off of here and my cap and getting it put back on there as quick as possible. Just like that. Pliers. Try not to trip over my duck because he's always in the way. Just like that. And then this part's the easy part. Just snap it on there, I think. Alright, just like that. Into this little holder. Just pull on a little bit more just to be sure that that's actually clipped in. And that should be good to go. Okay, so now we got a brand new hose on there. Brand new quick connect. And look down in there, you can see that the hose is brand new in there. Clamps on, everything's good. So I can release this clamp now. And I'll fire it up, start it and top off the coolant once it circulates a little bit. So I guess while we're at it, we'll go ahead and top off the windshield washer fluid too. See if I can do this from a distance with my weak hand. There we go. Oops. I might be giving the duck a bath right now. Oh, not too bad for my left hand. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fire the truck up just to let the coolant circulate. Make sure we don't have any leaks. Check down in there, make sure there's no leaks on that. I think I get some little bit of steam from it because of the coolant we did spill. I don't see any leaks from back there. Yep, that looks bone dry back there too, so. There's gonna be a lot down on this area because it spilled a lot down there, but overall that's what we're looking for. We want it clean. Get this hose back in that holder. This is one I had to replace in the parking lot of O'Reilly's, and I couldn't get that connector off because I didn't have the tools, so I just did a quick little connect right there. So there you have it. That's a completed job. Replacing the 5/8 side of the heater hose. And let me get that light out of there before I forget about it. Alright, so I went ahead and topped off the fluid. You can see the level right there now. And that should be good. That'll do it for installing the new heater hose on the truck. So this is the 06 Silverado of mine. And now we get back to finishing up the camera, the dash cam and backup camera install on it. It's almost done. Just got to route wires and add the GPS tracker thingy and whatnot. So, but other than that, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like down there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I can do better, and subscribe while you're at it. So until next time, I'll see y'all later.